What's up guys, this is Xander and welcome to Xander's Reviews. This time I'm doing Metroid Other M.
Oh no, that music is too good for this game.
I'll be honest, I hate this game. I mean, there are so few people that want to actually say this is outright bad. At best, it's gained average ratings, and people that do bash on it get horrible backlash from the fandom. I mean, X-Play just hated this game, and of course, you have the fans just coming out and, oh, she's a feminist, she's gonna hate any characterization of sounds. Piss off. And then there's Spoony. Ah, Spoony. You poor bastard. Don't you know you never stood a chance when you admitted you've never played a Metroid game? Oh yeah, and then there was this comment about the manga as well.
If you've read the manga, you are so hardcore into Metroid, you don't care what I'm saying about this game. You love it anyway.
So, that leaves me. Obviously, I'm not a chick, so I don't want to get a bunch of I'm a feminist prick comments screamed at me. And I've read the manga. I love the manga. I love Metroid. I consider myself a pretty hardcore fan. So if you people want to disagree with me, well, be mature about it in my comments. If you're just going to be regular little fanboys, you can go piss right off. Okay, I have to do this review in two parts. So first, we're going to start with the storyline.
The basic setup isn't bad. Samus gets a distress signal and goes to investigate on the bottle ship. As luck would have it, her old commanding officer Adam Malkovich and his squad are also there to investigate, and the two work together. But Samus has to act strictly under Adam's orders. I'm not going to play the sexist card on this. There's other issues I can bitch about. And the fact that a woman is taking orders from a man is just unfortunate implications, especially in a military setting. That being said, this is still overdone. Samus's respect for Adam is taken to such a ridiculous extreme in this game. They made her way too obedient, as well as Adam's need to control and micromanage how she fights. If it wasn't for her, they wouldn't even got through the fucking front door. Yeah, you're welcome, assholes. I was cool with the whole don't use shit until I say so logic when they talked about how power bombs could kill any of the squad members. You'd also assume they could blow a gaping hole in the ship and suck everyone out, although I really don't give a shit about any of them anyways. Well, except for Anthony.
Remember me?
That has to be the most overused clip from that game, ever.
This is the crowning moment of stupid. I make it to the superheated sector. I run through about 4 heated rooms where the very air is slowly killing me before this happens.
Samus, activate the variant feature on your suit to protect yourself from heat damage.
What? I've been turning into broiled bounty hunter for the past 4 rooms, and you're just now telling me not to die? You know what, Adam?
Bite my shiny metal ass.
This has to be the moment where I lost all hope in this game. I mean, hell, people hate Fusion, but at least it had a storyline that made sense. And you know how Spoony said, fuck the manga? Spoony, sometimes the manga can actually help your case. Allow me to give an example.
There's a scene where the new leader of the Galactic Federation is going to be assassinated, and Samus is on duty to prevent it. And just before she does her job, she yells into her comlink at Adam she wants a raise for the job.
That is how a bounty hunter should be done. My next issue is Ridley, our favorite returning villain. And the fight, while it is a bit frustrating at times, is still pretty cool. But the story behind Ridley in this game, I'll just show you.
Here he comes, the terrorist base, the mighty leader himself, of all the pirates' top men.
What, behind the rabbit? It is the rabbit. You silly sod! He's got huge, sharp... he can leap about. Look at the bones!
No, I'm not joking. That is Ridley in his earliest phase. If your mind hasn't sufficiently been fucked with yet, here's his second phase that follows right away. That came out of this.
How is that physically possible? I mean, he's not even given nearly enough time to get that big. He even chest bursts out of himself. How does that work? I mean, his final form at least isn't that much bigger than his second form. But going from small little guy to giant monster in such a short span of time, no, I call bullshit. I mean, this is the big, bad space pirate, space dragon of the game. He's feared by the Galactic Federation. Only Samus can stop this guy. He is so intelligent, he can command the space pirates, and he's such a badass that even when he gets his ass kicked by Samus, the space pirates just make him better. And they turned him into a Pokemon. If that's not enough, watch this clip where Samus actually realizes the creature is Ridley.
Samus, do you copy? Samus! Samus, use your plasma beam!
No!
What's your status?
He can't be!
Samus, do you read me? Samus!
Okay, can someone explain to me why Samus has a mental breakdown? I mean, she's fought this guy how many times? At least 6 by now. There's once, arguably twice, in Metroid Zero Mission, once in Prime, twice in Prime 3, and once in Super Metroid. Well, technically twice, but I don't really count the first fight. But aside from that, every time you kill this guy, or you beat the crap out of him, you think he's dead, and he just keeps coming back. Why is Samus even surprised anymore? And before people start throwing manga quotes at me, I'm going to cover this. Let me give you guys a little insight of some details you're missing.
See, Samus has her heroic blue screen of death moment after seeing Ridley for the first time since he attacked her colony. And it was so bad, she was begging her allies to just kill her before the Chozo had to help unbreak her mind.
Which, by the way, where the fuck are the Chozo in this game? Think about that for a minute. I mean, was the co-creator... This was made by 2 people, and one of the co-creators unfortunately has passed away. Was the whole Chozo race his idea? Is the remaining guy just like, oh, bird people, haha, that's a good one. No, that never happened. We're retconning that out of existence. Sakamoto, bite me.
Anyway, Samus finally has a breakdown and starts crying just to get all this trauma out of her system. She's quiet for a few panels before she goes back to kicking ass like the bounty hunter we know she is. And this all happens before Zero Mission, which the very end of the comics go right up to that game. And when she returns to kill the Metroids and Mother Brain, does she freeze up when she sees Ridley again? Hell no, she kicks his ass!
And since then, Samus has beat the shit out of Ridley again and again and again. I don't even know why she's surprised he comes back or why he's even surprised he gets his ass kicked anymore. It's just routine for them by now. If there was any time she should have been surprised and terror stricken, it should have been in Prime 1. And admittedly, when you see Meta Ridley in that game, that is a badass intro. Not, this little Pokemon thing we see. The last note of the story is the final boss, and everything revolving around the battleship. And I'll admit that it's a decent plot, but the whole rundown of the final boss, they tried to just shovel in at last minute the whole backstory behind the final boss, and I'm not even really want to get into it. It's stupid, it's retarded. They expect me to actually feel sympathy for this thing, which is, one, hard to do since I gotta kill it, and two, you've told me all this important stuff in the last 5 minutes. I'm supposed to care about something I just learned 5 minutes ago. No, it doesn't work that way. Learn how to properly storytell.